Yes, now you can hear me. Namaste, everyone. Got the audio turned on. It's good to be live. Hey, for today's class, you may want a block. So have one kind of handy. And we're going to experiment with what's called thunderbolt pose. And thunderbolt pose is, the sitting up on your shins instead of cross-legged. For some of you, this may not be very comfortable. So that's where the block comes in. And you can put a block right between your ankles and sit up on your block if that's more comfortable. For some of you, this may not work at all. So come down to whatever seated position works for you, okay? But be able to kind of be a little mobile. So anyway, all right, I'll start with sitting on my block. So come to a nice, comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Relax down. And just close your eyes for a minute and check in with yourself. How you doing? And what was the first word that just popped in your mind when I asked you that? Don't judge it. Don't try and alter it. Just be aware of it. And don't make a story about it. And then open your eyes and let's just get some arms going. We're going to warm up our upper arms. So inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Just getting those lungs going, telling your body you're moving. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. One more time. Inhale up. And maybe exhale out of your mouth this time. All right. Let's do a little bit of neck rotation. So drop your chin down and then move your ear over to your right side. Okay, so you're just kind of leaning this neck, just kind of getting it nice and stretched out. And then drop your chin down and then roll over to the other side. So we're not going back, but just feel that excellent stretch where maybe a lot of tension builds up. Just hold it there for a minute and then come on back down. And then come on back up and have your head nice and balanced, okay? So let's rotate our shoulders. So bring your shoulders up, back, down, and around. Just doing some nice, slow movements to get those shoulder blades going, to get the shoulder girdle, I should say, around. And then rotate around again. Oh yeah, just opening up. Notice everywhere where it opens up. Okay, and then real quickly, we're going to do our wrist because we are going to be using our upper body a little bit. So rotate. I'm going in it round with your wrist, nice and slow. And then go around in the other way. And then maybe go this way. And then go that way. And then hold your fingertips down and just gently press back so that you get your whole forearm stretched here. And then flip your hand down so your palm is, the back of your hand is facing me, so you're stretching out the top. And then we'll do the other side. So first, high-five me, okay? And then low-fi me. And then come on back down and just pause. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're going to start in Thunderbolt, and I'm going to come to the side to get into this nice flow. So we're in Thunderbolt, okay, or whatever seated posture you're in. Well, I'll show you options as we go. So inhale your arms up. By the way, come to the back of your mat. I should have said that. Inhale your arms up and then exhale, cactus down your arms. Feel that your whole front stretch. Inhale up and then come forward to tabletop. Okay, so drop your belly down to cow, round your back up to cat. We're going to do a bunch of these, just getting again warmed up. So inhale, round the belly down, around the back, and then round it up, round it down and up. And really feel those shoulder blades going down your back. The pelvis is tilting in different ways. Okay, notice that your tail's going up when you're in cow, and then the tail goes down when you're in cat. Okay, and then come back to a neutral spine. Okay, and then just sit back to Thunderbolt. Now, if Thunderbolt doesn't work for you, you can sit back into Child's Pose. Okay, this is another option. Okay, for those in Thunderbolt, inhale your arms up, exhale, cactus the arms, and then inhale back up, exhale down to tabletop. Okay, so you're in cow when you come down. Exhale round to cat, and then curl your toes under and come up into downward facing dog. And breathe. Ooh, and your knees are bent. First dog of the day, right? Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Now really feel where your hands are. We warmed our wrist up. You really want your index and your thumb fingers moving. Now this is completely optional what I'm going to ask you to do forward. You can either come forward to tabletop or move your shoulders over your wrist, bend your knees, and have your knees hover right over the mat. Like I said, we're doing some upper body stuff, and just hold it there for a moment. Breathe, and then bring your knees down into tabletop. Drop your belly down to cow. Round your back up to cat, and then come on back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. We'll do that one more time just so you get used to this part. So come on forward, bend your knees, come on forward over your wrist. Your knees are bent, you're hovering, you're using that upper body strength, right? Then come on down to tabletop and then sit back into Thunderbolt. Or, like I said, Child's Pose, if this is not in your repertoire. And notice when you come back, are you rounding? You want to sit back up, and feel the gut is going in. You're just having a nice neutral spine. Inhale your arms all the way up. Cactus. Exhale them down. Bring those shoulder blades together. Inhale all the way up. Come on back down. We're going to go through this whole flow again, okay? So you're in tabletop, drop down to cow, round up to cat, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. And breathe. A couple of breaths here, getting a little bit more stretched out. Tailbone is lifting towards the sky. Okay, bend your knees again. Come on forward, maybe hover a little bit. Woo, 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 right? Feeling good, using that arm strength. Okay, come on back down, and then sit back into Thunderbolt again, or Child's Pose. It's a lot of work for your arms if you're not used to it. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus, right? Inhale your arms all the way up. Come on forward, okay, to tabletop. Okay, this time, we're going to take your left leg out to the side, okay? So bring it out to the side. You're still down like this. You're kind of doing a hands down gait, all right? And your foot, you're feeling a nice stretch on your inner leg. And all we're going to do is just move really slightly forward and back, just feeling a nice little stretch on that inner thigh. Just nice and slowly moving forward and back. And notice if you're like favoring that right hand or whatever, bring the balance back to both hands. Keep moving forward and back. Okay, and then come back to stillness. Take that left foot, okay, and bring it all the way up to a low lunge. And I use my hand here. I use my left hand. So you're down. Microphone's kind of in my way. You're down in a nice low lunge. And again, we're just going to move a couple of inches forward and back. Just feeling now the front of the right quadricep, or I should say the hip flexors there, just moving back and forth. Inhale and exhale. And then next time, let's just sit back. Let's stretch out the back of the leg, right? So, you can use your block here, by the way, if you want, to come up on your hands and just hold that stretch, moving the left hip bone back a little bit and just breathe into it. Nice big inhale, exhale. All right, then come on forward to that low lunge. Now, take that right foot and then swing it around towards the left side of the mat. Okay, it's kind of like a kickstand. Did you see how I kind of did that around? Take the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Again, you can use a block on your left hand. We're going to do a twist here. So the right hand goes up to the sky. And just feel that excellent twist. It's kind of like a kneeling low lunge. Really, really reaching up, feeling a good twist, grounding the back leg, shin, and the front foot. And then come on back down. Okay, swing that foot back around. Come on back to tabletop. And then sit back into Thunderbolt. And breathe. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. Notice if you're slumping, okay? Bring that vertebrae, bring that like a string is pulling the top of your head up, right? So easy to, in this, when you come into these seated positions, to get into your iPhone pose. All right. And then come on forward to tabletop. Okay, round your back like a cat, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay, bend your knees and we're going to come forward. You can come forward either into tabletop or over those knees. Feeling that front, the arms really, really working here, okay? Hold it there. Shoulder blades down your back. And then come on back down. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Come on back down to tabletop. Now the right leg goes out like a gate thing. Kind of goes out. Really get it down there. And then we're going to gently move forward and back. Just feeling that nice inner thigh. Inner thigh needs to get a lot of love. Just like the gluteus maximus needs to get a lot of, and minimus and medius. Moving side to side. And then when you're ready, bring that right foot around to a low lunge, however you want to do it. Okay, and my hands are on the outsides. The right hand is on the outside of the right foot. And again, I'm just moving just a very slow forward and back. Just rocking gently. And then if you want to, you can move your sit bones back and stretch sitting back. Stretch the back of the hamstring. Okay, and just trying to keep your like your belly button in, using your abs so that you don't round too much. It's really easy to round in this because a lot of us are pretty tight, including myself. Hold yourself there. All right, and then come on forward. Okay, and take that left foot, bring it around in like a kickstand. The right hand now comes on the inside of the right leg. Again, you can use a block here. Left hand goes up towards the sky. All right, stretching up, making sure that shoulder doesn't come up by your ear, but away. And then come on back down. Swivel the foot back down. Come to tabletop and sit back into child's pose. And take a nice big breather. Big breather. Nice big inhale and exhale. So this is going to be a little bit of a short class. I should have mentioned that. It's kind of moving a lot of body parts. But let's keep going, shall we? All right. Come on back up to tabletop. You can move your block out of the way this time because we're going to stand up now. Curl your toes under. Come on up to downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Now you can try and stretch your heels towards the mat. Just getting a little bit. Some of you may actually have your heels on the mat, and that's all right too. Now walk your hands towards your feet. Okay, forward fold in the back of the mat. Hey, all right, hanging out here. And just maybe grab your arms, sway side to side, stretching out now where your lats are. Of course, your lower back. Okay, bring your hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Okay, flat back. Exhale down. Bend your knees and stand way up, way up, way up. Reach your arms up into prayer. Come all the way through. Pause. Yes, we are at the back of our mats. Why don't we try and attempt to do, we'll come back down and kind of do a little bit of an opposite way, okay, of getting into our another flow. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down, okay? Some of you may not have your hands down on your floor, so bend your knees as much as you can, okay? And then I want you to kind of do this bear crawl. Come on back down into you can have your knees floating over, okay? Or maybe your knees are already down and you just came from tabletop. That's okay. Bring your knees back down to tabletop if you were floating it. Walk your hands a little forward and then lower yourself all the way down to your belly. All right. Maybe come up into a nice cobra. Lift the collarbone up. Lift your shoulder blades up. Maybe. Or actually keep your feet on the ground. We're not doing locust. We're doing, come on up. Exhale down. Come on back to tabletop. Okay, curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, bring your right foot up in the sky if you can do this. Okay, and open that knee up. Open that whole hip flexor and kind of wave to me with your foot if you want. And then I want you to bring that foot between your hands. Some of you may need to bring it down and gingerly walk through. Others may need the assistance of your hands. That's okay. Bring it through. Bring your back foot. We're coming up into warrior two. So the back foot goes into a 45-degree angle. Okay, bend the knee. Come on up. And you're in your warrior two. Okay. And hold it there. Really feel the strength of your legs pressing down, and then like your inner thighs. You know how you kind of got used to that at earlier? So feel like your inner thighs are kind of pulling together. It might be easier to think about your feet pulling together. So there's strength there. Okay, reverse the warrior. So back hand, back leg. Feel that stretch all the way up in the rib cage. Come on back down to warrior two. Okay, side angle. So right elbow to right thigh. Some of you might come all the way down and have the right hand down to the floor, as long as you're not collapsing down. You may even have a block down by your ankle. That's okay. All kinds of options. reaching up, feeling that good side angle. Maybe bring that arm over your head for a little bit more of a stretch. All right, come on back up to warrior two. Put your hands on your hips. Bring the right foot towards the right toes, towards the left side of your mat. Now you're in a wide angle. And then we're just going to go around to the other side. So the left foot now faces the back of the mat. Bend the right knee, goes over the front of the in line with the front of your foot. Out to warrior two. Hold it there. Again, feel that strength that your legs are doing. Okay, really pressing down. Okay, hand down. Reverse the warrior. Feeling that excellent stretch. Come on back up to warrior two. And then we'll come into side angle, whatever works for you. Okay, you may want to keep, if your arm is on your thigh, your left thigh, see if you can kind of use your core to keep you up, right? Or some of you may have your hands all the way down. Just open up, feeling the balance and everything, the strength that you have. Maybe bring the arm over. And then come on back up to warrior two. Hands on your hips. Come into a wide angle. You know what? While we're in a wide angle, why don't we do a nice forward fold? So you can slightly bend your knees and just fold all the way down. Your hands can come to a floor. Your hands can come to a block. Feeling a good stretch. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, bring your hands to your hips again. Okay. Bring your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale halfway up. Pause and then come all the way up so that you don't get dizzy, right? And then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, or hop your feet together. All right, quick balance. We're going to do the your choice tree pose that I kind of introduced a few weeks ago. So whatever works for you. So starting with rooting the left foot, maybe, excuse me, maybe you're just lifting the right leg up and just holding it up there. Maybe you're just bringing the right leg up out to the side, but you're really zipping in that left hip, right? Maybe you're going to bring it to your calf. Some of you may bring it to your upper calf. And then another option is to cross it over, like you're sitting, and maybe grab it. Your left hand is grabbing your right foot. Ooh, doesn't work for me today, but that's okay. I come out of it and I come right back into it. Pause, maybe in prayer. Maybe you have your arm up. Just stare at something on the floor that's not moving. And then come on back down. Hands at your hips. Bring the foot forward and pause. And no matter what you did, you should congratulate yourself for even trying to balance today, right? Because maybe we don't think about balancing every day, but you did it today and you did it this moment. So now we're going to do the other side. So zip that hip in, lift the other foot out, put it where you had it before. Try and do the same thing that you did on the other side. You know, maybe prayer, maybe up. And remember, if you fall out, don't worry about it. Just come back into it. Hold yourself in it. And then slowly come down, uncross your legs, pause. And again, congratulations. You just did it. All right, come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Bend your knees all the way down. And then come on down to child's pose. Just stretch everything out. Everything out. And then to conclude, because again, I neglected to mention at the beginning, this is a shorter class. You can either come back up to Thunderbolt, or you can roll around to your back and go into your normal Shavasana. Just another option to kind of come out of doing some nice work, coming out of a balance pose, and then just settling back down, checking in with yourself again. Maybe if you remember that when I asked you how you were doing at the beginning, if I ask you again now, has the word changed or the thought changed? It's just an observation. And then whatever that thought was, try and let it go. And come into your body, your physical being body. And see how you're feeling there. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. How it's coming in and out of your nose. And then you can certainly stay here for as long as you like. Maybe redo the class again. I'm just kidding, you don't have to. Or just do some extra stretches before you continue your day. And just to conclude, bring your hands to prayer. Take a nice big inhale and maybe exhale out of your mouth. So inhale in, exhale out. And this time, inhale compassion to yourself and exhale compassion to the world. Hey, thanks for joining me. Namaste. Have a happy day.